My name is Avery Bull. I was working with Lester Aguilar, Jessica Morgan, and Michael McNew. At the beginning of the semester, we wanted to find an issue that was prevalent in the world. One of it is being world hunger. The UN Hunger Association had a statistic that said 815 million people suffer from malnutrition or hunger. So one of our ways we wanted to address that issue or combat it is by making an autonomous hydroponic system. As was mentioned earlier, hydroponics is the ability to grow plants just using water without soil. Our plan is to make a system to where it would be able to harvest solar energy, and at the same time with that solar energy, power the system where we have lights helping the plant growth. We'll have the harvested energy also being used to power a water pump to put all the water to the plants, and then we'll be also be using an Arduino for sensors to monitor water level, pH levels, and also the temperatures of water and the air temperature. As we're monitoring the system, the microcontroller, what that's going to do is, as we mentioned, we have the water levels and the temperature. We have those connected to fans for the temperature. We also have solution dispenser for the pH levels, and then we also have alarm for the water level. We're assuming that obviously the water's going to go down as the week goes on, but we're hoping that if the water level, let's say there happens to be a leak in the water reservoir, we'll have an alarm that'll set that off to let us know, hey, the water level is just way too low for what it should be. So that's what we have there for us. Ultimately, by the end, we want to have a system that could be shipped to other countries. Like I said, part of the issue of the hunger is maybe the land or the area is not very compatible with growing plants through means of agriculture, or there's some political reasons, relations between different countries that are affecting people from being able to grow plants in that issue. So this is what we have planned right now. So do any of you guys have any questions?
So what's the power source? What are the options for power to run this whole thing?
Options for power, right, it's just the batteries. Just the batteries. The reason why we have two is, we wanted to be able to run at all times. So we have two. One's going to be able to power the entire system while the other recharges. So eventually, if at some point the battery gets to a certain level of charge, maybe halfway, then we'll have some type of sensor or a controller for that will determine which battery gets priority over which one's going to power the system.
So you're going to charge the battery, so you're going to have access to the mains, right?
Right.
You can as well use that as another source.
Excuse me?
You can as well use the AC mains as another source.
Okay.
Since you have access to it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Have you made any calculations on how much energy you need and how big a solar panel you're going to have to run this whole deal?
Right now, not yet. What we need to do is we need to find all the materials that we need. We're going to figure out how much power each of those consume, and then we'll determine how much, in terms of battery, what the sources, how much source we're going to need to use.
Is the intention to run out in the country somewhere where there's no electricity, or is it always going to have electricity nearby where you can plug it in?
No, that's what the solar power.
So the whole idea is to run it far away from electricity.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
So I'm not sure that I understood why the two batteries. Is there a reason that you don't want to charge, if you've got solar energy coming in, is there a reason why you don't want to charge the same battery that is in the circuit rather than taking a battery out of the circuit and charging the other one?
Well, they're both connected to the entire system.
Okay.
But the issue is, let's say something happens to where maybe there's no light for a little while. The batteries are there in order to power the system. Now again, let's say there is light, we're still having all the harvested energy go to one of the batteries. It's just that once one battery source is down, we don't want to have only one battery to where we'll have to recharge it, and then maybe as it's recharging, not enough power is there for the rest of the system to function.
Okay.
So that's our way of just making sure it constantly has enough power for the system to function at all times.
More questions? Then